What is a sloth? Sloths are medium-sized mammals found in the tropical rainforests of Central and South America, belonging to the suborder Folivora in the order Pilosa. Their most famous characteristic is the exceptionally slow movement, which helps them conserve energy and remain undetected by predators. Although their name comes from the word laziness, sloths are far from lazy. Their lackadaisical pace is a clever adaptation to a low-energy diet of leaves and a constant need to hide from threats in the canopy. Today, there are 6 recognized species of sloths. 4 of them are three-toed: the brown-throated three-toed sloth, the pale-throated tree-toed sloth, the maned three-toed sloth, and the pygmy three-toed sloth. The remaining 2 are two-toed: the Hoffman's two-toed sloth and the Linnaeus's two-toed sloth. Each species has its own subtle distinctions, from coat color to range and habitat preferences, yet they all share the remarkable ability to live almost entirely upside down in the forest canopy. When you first lay eyes on a sloth, you will likely notice its curved claws, either 2 or 3 depending on the species, which allow it to dangle effortlessly from branches. Sloths also have proportionally less muscle mass than most mammals of a similar size. This helps them move around in the treetops without expending too much energy. Their metabolism is naturally slow, and their core temperature can be surprisingly low, often close to the ambient temperature of the rainforest. In fact, three-toed sloths have more neck vertebrae than any other mammal, enabling them to rotate their heads up to 270 degrees, useful for surveying the canopy without having to relocate their entire body. Despite their reputation for slowness, sloths engage in a variety of subtle yet significant behaviors. They are mostly solitary and spend the majority of their lives in the treetops, venturing to the forest floor only about once a week to defecate. This curious habit has puzzled scientists for years, as descending to the ground places them at a high risk from predators. One possible theory is that this weekly trip helps sloths maintain beneficial relationships with moths and algae that thrive in their fur, a microecosystem that appears to offer camouflage and may even confer some health benefits. Sloths thrive in dense rainforests that provide them with a steady supply of leaves, their primary source of nutrition. These low-calorie leaves explain why sloths must conserve energy at every turn. Even so, some species supplement their diet with other plant materials found along the canopy. Notably, sloths are adept swimmers and have been observed crossing rivers to find better feeding grounds or escape threats. Their home ranges can vary, but they usually remain within areas that offer ample food and shelter. Please take a moment to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons, or else the sloths will leap out of your screen. Chapter 2: Prey and Predators. In terms of prey, it might be more accurate to refer to a sloth's diet, as sloths do not typically hunt animals. Sloths primarily eat leaves, whilst some species can eat flowers, fruit, and other plant materials alongside leaves. Their specialized multi-chambered stomach digests tough leaves slowly. A single meal can take upwards of a month to fully process. Because of this slow digestion, everything about a sloth's physiology revolves around energy conservation. In turn, the sloth's predators include jaguars, ocelots, harpy eagles, and unfortunately, humans. While big cats and birds of prey catch sloths in the wild, humans threaten sloths more indirectly through habitat destruction, road construction, and sometimes hunting. The sloth's camouflage, helped by algae that grows in its fur, remains its best defense. Also, they can use their sharp claws and strong grip to swipe at attackers or cling tightly to branches, making them difficult to dislodge. Chapter 3: Humans and Conservation. Interaction between humans and sloths has grown more visible due to social media, viral videos, and ecotourism. Sloths often find themselves in rescue centers, especially in Costa Rica, where they receive care if they are injured or orphaned. However, the exotic pet trade and unscrupulous tourist interactions can endanger them further. From a conservation perspective, species like the brown-throated three-toed sloth are listed as least concern due to their wide distribution, while others, such as the pygmy three-toed sloth, are classified as critically endangered because of extremely limited habitat. Preserving natural rainforest corridors is vital if sloths are to maintain healthy populations and genetic diversity. Chapter 4: Love and Family Life. Courtship in sloths can be as subtle as their daily movements. Females often call out with high-pitched cries when they are ready to mate, and males find them by following these vocal signals. Mating itself occurs in the trees, sometimes even upside down, and is relatively brief. After a gestation period that can span between 6 and 11 months, a single baby sloth is born. This newborn instinctively clings to its mother's underbelly. Over the next few months, the young sloth imitates its mother's feeding habits by nibbling on leaves she eats, slowly adapting its digestive system to handle a fibrous diet. The weaning process varies by species, but many juvenile sloths are relatively independent within a year, even though they may remain near their mothers for up to 2 years. Chapter 5: Fun Facts and More. Now, here are some fun facts about sloths you may not know about. 1. Sloths can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes. Sloths have the unique ability to slow their heart rate by nearly 1/3, allowing them to hold their breath underwater for up to 40 minutes. This makes them surprisingly well adapted to swimming, even though they spend most of their lives in trees. 2. Sloths can fall from 100 feet without injury, thanks to their flexible bones, strong grip, and lightweight structure. Sloths can survive falls from as high as 100 feet, which is about the height of a 10-story building. Since they spend their lives hanging upside down in trees, occasional falls are inevitable, but they are well equipped to handle them. 3. Sloths have extra rigid fur that grows in reverse. Unlike most mammals, whose fur grows downward, sloth fur grows from their stomach toward their back. This adaptation helps rainwater run off their bodies more easily when they are hanging upside down in the rainforest. 4. Sloths have no incisors. They tear leaves with their lips. Instead of biting into leaves with their front teeth like many herbivores, sloths lack incisors altogether. They use their hard, tough lips to tear off leaves before slowly chewing them with their back molars. 5. Sloths can see in color, but they have terrible vision. Sloths are dichromatic, meaning they can see only in 2 colors, usually shades of blue and green. However, their overall vision is extremely poor, making them rely more on smell, touch, and their slow-moving camouflage to navigate their environment safely. Sloths may be slow, but their unique adaptations make them some of the most fascinating creatures in the animal kingdom. Unfortunately, habitat loss and human threats continue to endanger some species. Yet, the more we learn about these gentle, upside-down inhabitants of the rainforest, the better equipped we are to protect them. Feel free to look up these sources online to verify and explore further details. There you have it. Now you know what sloths are, how they live, and what makes them such fascinating creatures. From their slow, energy-efficient lifestyle to their incredible adaptations for survival, these gentle tree dwellers are a true testament to the wonders of creation. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video, Lord willing. Take care, stay curious, and as always, Soli Deo Gloria.